This is something people have been asking me to do for a long time. School lockdown stories. It took months to track these down, but what you're about to hear are 3 experiences that all happened during real lockdowns, inside real schools. The kind of moments where everything feels normal, until suddenly, it isn't. The first lockdown happened on a Friday afternoon, 7th period, the kind of class where nobody's really paying attention anymore. It was calculus, and the entire room felt restless. Spring break was coming up. No tests, no quizzes, just that quiet understanding that the week was basically over. Our teacher noticed it too, so instead of teaching, he pulled up a website and told us we could play trivia games as long as we stayed quiet. That was his style? Laid back, almost too relaxed. We were halfway through a logo quiz, arguing about whether a swoosh counted as branding, when everything changed. The loudspeaker crackled. At first, nobody reacted. It always crackled. Then the dean's voice came through. He was yelling, not angry, panicked. "This is not a drill. Teachers, initiate lockdown immediately." The room froze. I felt goosebumps run up my arms before my brain even caught up with what was happening. Our teacher's face drained of color as he rushed to shut off the lights and slammed the classroom door. He pushed desks aside and whispered for us to get into the back corner. We didn't ask questions. We just moved. The classroom went silent. Too silent. About 2 minutes later, the faint hum from the electrical panel behind us cut out. The lights in the hallway died. The air felt heavier somehow. That's when we heard screaming. Not shouting. Not arguing. Screaming. A man's voice, full force, echoing down the hallway. 2 girls near me started crying quietly, which somehow made everything worse. The screams got closer, then louder. He started slamming into lockers as he passed, metal crashing and echoing like gunshots. "I'll kill all of you." Those words hit harder than the noise. The banging reached our door. The handle rattled violently. Someone screamed, "No!" from behind me, and the pounding only intensified. The door flexed with every hit. I remember thinking, this is it. This is how it ends. Then, just as suddenly as it started, the banging moved on. The screams faded down the hallway, slowly dissolving into silence. 10 minutes later, though it felt like an hour, the loudspeaker came back on. The dean explained that a mentally unstable man had entered the school and assaulted the front desk receptionist before disappearing into the building. They didn't know if he was armed. No cameras. No real security. We were told to continue class but keep doors locked. Later that night, rumors spread that a janitor found the man asleep in a storage closet with a revolver in his pocket. By the time police arrived, he was gone. To this day, none of us know what happened to him. The second lockdown happened during lunch. It was early October. Gray skies. Rain tapping against the roof. I was sitting with friends when 4 loud booms shook the air. I thought it was thunder. Everyone else didn't. The entire lunch area erupted into screams as security stormed in, shouting for everyone to move into the multi-purpose room immediately. Kids dropped food, trays crashed to the floor, and we were herded inside like animals. The room was massive, with glass walls facing the outside. Security rushed to cover the windows with curtains. Adults blocked every exit. One of my friends asked what was going on. When he came back, his face was pale. "There's a guy across the street," he whispered. He barricaded himself in his house, threatening to kill himself and the cops. Then he added something that made my stomach twist. "He's been standing outside, watching the kids." We later found out the man was a registered sex offender. We were locked in that room for over an hour. After it ended, I learned the man lived next door to someone I knew. She told me that the year before, on Halloween, she saw him cutting his arms and writing warnings in blood on his window. Everyone thought it was a sick joke. Now we knew better. The third lockdown happened years later, when I was already an adult. I had just started working as a computer intern at my old high school. My office was in the basement. No door, no lock, just open space and humming servers. I was eating lunch when the call came. Lockdown. Possible armed intruder. I shut off the lights and sat in the dark, texting my coworkers. No response. 20 minutes passed. Then the basement door creaked open. Footsteps ran down the stairs. I crawled under my desk as someone entered the office. They didn't turn on the lights, just stood there. My phone buzzed. I nearly screamed. Then someone grabbed my arm and pulled me up. A man. Red plaid shirt, red cap. "It's okay," he whispered. "I'm hiding too." I asked who he was. He said he was there to pick up his son. Then my phone lit up again. A message from my coworker. "Guy with a gunshot, Mr. Buckley. Red shirt, red hat. Don't come upstairs." I looked at the man. He looked at me. I ran. A gunshot echoed through the basement. The bullet ricocheted off metal behind me. I didn't stop running. Police tackled him the moment he opened the exit door. The teacher survived. I still hear that gunshot sometimes. Even years later, school lockdowns aren't drills to the people inside them. They're moments where childhood ends instantly, and the walls you thought protected you suddenly feel very thin